I want to give a state program for Baylor women's volleyball since their season is over now, and around the 32 in the NCAA tournament. They lost 3 sets to none to Kentucky, 25-18, 25-22, 25-22. 17. Kentucky was just too good. They were handling Elise McGee's serve really well, unlike the James Madison match where she had 5 service aces. And we just didn't serve well tonight in all aspects. We just got outplayed. And Kentucky's older. Baylor has no seniors. 0 out of 18 players. So potentially everybody could be coming back next year. I will say this. They need to be better in 3 sets of 2 matches. They were like 2-5 in those. Not good. So, and some of those were against unranked teams. Some of these losses here. For example, SMU at SMU. 3 sets to 2. Loss. You lost to Iowa State at Ames. 3 sets to 2 despite having a 2 sets to 1 lead. You lost to TCU not just once, but twice. 3 sets to 1, 3 sets to 2, and the 3 sets to 2, we were up 2 sets to 9. And we were up in the 5th set and we couldn't close it out. Of course, I understand the Kansas loss at the end of the day because Kansas, they were second best team in the conference. BYU I get because BYU I knew they were going to be really good in the conference. They would finish 3rd. I get the Texas losses. Both of them. And one of those was a 3 sets to 2 loss. We were up 3 sets to 2. 2 sets to none. We were right there to take down Texas and Austin, but couldn't close out the deal. We lost to Kansas State 3 sets to 2. Like I said, Iowa State. We did lose to Washington State, but Washington State is a good team this year, and they're hosting they're part of the in the NCAA tournament. So, and they were a very old team. Majority of those seniors are 5th-year seniors. And I totally get the Wisconsin loss. They were top 10 all year long, if not top 5. For sure, top 10. Minnesota, looking back on it, they're not as good of a team as we thought. They started number 7. They're not even ranked anymore. That's the truth when it comes to the matter of this. And of course, we beat Rice 3 sets to 1, and Ohio State 3 sets to 2. But Ohio State, I don't know. I don't think they made the NCAA tournament this year. But I'm going to double check real fast. Yeah, it looks like they didn't. Yeah, they didn't. And the thing is, how many teams would trade a down year to be just top 25 all year long? A lot of teams would. Granted, of course, if you were like one of the best teams in the country, you want to just stay there, but you get the whole point. And an RPI of 31, that's the only reason why Baylor was not like a seed in this tournament, unlike James Madison that we beat, that were a 7th seed. That's the truth in all this. We just didn't win enough games to be seeded in the NCAA tournament this year, let alone be a top 16 seed. And the majority of the players are either freshmen or redshirt freshmen because they only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seniors on a team. Yeah, that's not a lot of youth. And part of it's redshirt freshmen as well. Redshirt sophomores as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 freshmen. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7 sophomores or redshirt sophomores. So we have potentially everybody coming back, and it did not help at times that Kendall Stowers couldn't even play. She's been out since October 12th due to head injury, and she missed a little bit of time earlier at times due to head injury as well. So not having her hurt, I mean, she was one of the best players on the team. She was a starter. We had other players step up though, like Kendall Murphy. She's a freshman, and she was a freshman of the week. After what she did in like one of the last weeks of the season, so that really helped. We'll have to wait and see if there's anybody that enters the transfer portal. If there is anybody, we have potential to bring back all 18 players, and we do have a few recruits, like at least 2 that I know of that are coming in. So we're going to be loaded for Baylor next year. And I know that's a pun, but it's the truth. We're going to be so loaded. And remember, Texas and Oklahoma are going to be out of the conference next year. They're going to be out. And Texas is more important than Oklahoma. No offense to Oklahoma. Texas has run the Big 12 for a long time in this sport. And I know BYU is going to be up there with us next year, but I really do think there's potential for the next year's team could be winning the Big 12 again. Not just co-sharing, but winning the Big 12, especially with Texas gone. So I know we have to deal with Colorado and Utah and Arizona. Arizona State is really good this year. Not sure how they're going to be next year, though the Pac-12 is tougher in volleyball than the Big 12 at times. I mean, I don't think Utah made the NCAA tournament. Nope, they didn't. Arizona didn't for sure. I don't think Colorado did. Yep, just Arizona State out of those 4 teams. So really, it's going to be interesting next year what Texas and Oklahoma gone. Of course, we know Oklahoma State does not play this sport. We know that. But of course, you don't want to overlook those other 3 teams that are coming into the Big 12 next year in this sport. And we're going to get a whole another year with this group potentially and add a few recruits. We're going to be better off. And this team was younger than last year. And some of those players, and they have had as big of roles as this year. Like Elise McGee, for example. I mean, that's just naming one example right there. It's not mentioning Elisa Andrew as well. I mean, she's not played a lot in the past. Of course, we know Manuel Bembembe just came over from JUCO, from Missouri State West Plains. And our sophomores, yeah, most of them have played a lot last year as well. Some of them, like Alexis DaCosta. Ali Czech had to play a little bit more this year than last year. Just a little bit more. Of course, Avery Carlson, yeah, she's solid. I mean, and I know a few of those freshmen didn't really contribute a lot, like Kendall Stowers did, Kendall Murphy did, Tahani Elefantu did at times. We're going to have to wait and see what happens in the off season. And I don't know on the scholarships if they're going to have to add anybody. I mean, add anybody through the transfer portal, but we'll have to wait and see. I mean, we could lose somebody. I don't know. You never know these days with the transfer portal. And there's the playing time deal. But we're really young. We got a bright future ahead of us. And I think next year could be that year that not only we win the Big 12, but maybe a Final Four push. I mean, that's the thing. We're going to be better off. We're going to be used to the system, and we're going to learn from this year a lot. And I have no doubt they're going to have their chip on their shoulders and improve during the spring for those practices and get ready for the fall of next year. And hopefully we don't have as many injury issues even though it's just mainly one player, but still, one injury is too much. And especially if it's one that's a consistent starter. So anyways, if you'd like to continue, like and subscribe, and see you guys later on the road to 600 subscribers. Of course, ultimate goal is 1,000 more. So make money off this. Of course, liking the video, commenting the video really helps YouTube algorithm. So more people can see it. Sharing the video does help as well, so more people can watch. And if you're watching and not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. It's free. Hit the notification bell as well.